इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेजरमेंट एंड इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन के पिछले लेक्चर में हम लोगों ने देखा कि अगर कम्बिनेशन है क्वांटिटीज का, सबका अपना अपना लिमिटिंग एरर है, तो कैसे हम उनका कंबाइंड लिमिटिंग एरर कैसे कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं। उस पर एग्जाम्पल भी देखा था हम लोगों ने। एक केस था जिसमें एडिशन या सब्ट्रैक्शन हो क्वांटिटीज का, एक दूसरा केस था जिसमें डिवीजन या मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो, उसके लिए एक केस अलग है। और अगर फैक्टर है, पावर का अगर फैक्टर है किसी क्वांटिटी का, तो उसके लिए एरर कैसे कैलकुलेट किया जाएगा, ये डिस्कस किया जा चुका है पिछले लेक्चर में। अब एक और केस बचता है, अगर कंपोजिट फैक्टर हो, मान लिया लाइक x1 पावर n, x2 पावर m, इनका आपस में मल्टीप्लिकेशन हो, तब एरर कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे। एक केस रह रहा है कंपोजिट फैक्टर। सपोज कोई क्वांटिटी है x1 जिसका लिमिटिंग एरर, एब्सोल्यूट लिमिटिंग एरर है डेल्टा x1। कोई क्वांटिटी है x2, इसका एब्सोल्यूट लिमिटिंग एरर है डेल्टा x2। तो अगर इस तरीके से कंपोजिट फैक्टर है क्वांटिटीज का, सपोज एक कैपिटल X है जिसकी वैल्यू है x1 पावर n इंटू x2 पावर m। तो इस केस में अगर हमें x1 का एब्सोल्यूट लिमिटिंग एरर पता है, x2 में एब्सोल्यूट लिमिटिंग एरर पता है, तो अगर x का लिमिटिंग एरर हमें देखना है क्या होगा, तो उसके लिए हमें रिलेशन फाइंड आउट करना है। अगर क्योंकि पावर है तो दोनों साइड का लॉग लिया जा सकता है। टेकिंग लॉग ऑफ बोथ साइड, we will get ln of x is equal to ln of x1 power n dot x2 power m. The ln of x dot y is equal to ln of x plus ln of y. We can write this as ln of x1 power n plus ln of x2 power m. Then log x power n can be written as n log x1. So we can write it as ln of capital X is equal to n l log of x1 plus m log of x2. Now differentiating both sides with respect to capital X, differentiating both sides with respect to capital X. On the differentiation we will get differentiation of capital X with respect to x, we will get 1 by x is equal to n log x1 with respect to capital X, we will get n by x1 into dx1 over dx plus differentiation of log of x2 with respect to capital X will become 1 upon x2 dx2 over capital dx. Then this can be written as m upon x2 dx2 over d capital X. take d capital X on the left side, we will get dx over x is equal to n log dx1, sorry, n into dx1 over x1 plus m into dx2 over x2, and then the function can be written as del x over x is equal to n del x1 over x1 plus m del x2 over x2. So if the composite factor is given, we can calculate the limiting error by using this relation. Now we will discuss some example regarding this concept, where the power of a factor comes in the calculation of limiting error. If power of a factor is given or composite factor is given, we can calculate in both the cases the limiting error by simply multiplying the power on the quantity with the limiting error. The question is, the 470 plus minus 10 ohm resistor, example is the 470 plus minus 10% ohm resistance has a potential difference of 12 volt, has a potential difference of 12 volt if the voltage is measured with the accuracy of, if voltage is measured with the accuracy of 6%, if the voltage is measured with an accuracy of 6%, determine the power dissipated by the resistor. Determine the power dissipated by the resistor and percentage error in the calculation of power, and percent error in the calculation of power. So it says that there is a resistance connected across a voltage of 12 volt. We have to calculate the power across the resistance. Value of the resistance is given 470. We have to calculate power across the resistance, and also the percentage of limiting error in the calculation of power if the error in resistance is given as 10% and resistance, the error in the voltage measurement of voltage is given as 6%. This is the case of where power of a factor comes. So resistance is given, voltage is given, the power is, resistance is given 470 ohm, voltage is given 12 volt, then power can be calculated by using P is equal to V square by R, means 12 square by 470 ohm, watt. It is 144 upon 470 watt. 144 divided by 470.306, or we can say that 306 milliwatt. This is the total power when the error is not taken in the consideration, but it is given that there is a error in the measurement of this voltage, error of 6%, there is a error in the measurement of resistance, it is of 10%. So it means that how will we get del P over P, error in the calculation of total power? This will become, as we discussed earlier case, that if there is a quantity x1 power n has absolute limiting error delta x1, then how can we find error in this quantity? Means del x1 over x1, how can we find? It will be equal to, n del x1 over x1. If the error in the quantity is known, simply we will multiply with the factor, with the power, and we will get the total error due to the quantity. In this case, the quantity is voltage and power is power of 2. So we can write that del P over P is equal to 2 del V over V minus, because it is in the denominator, we will write minus del R upon R. But we have to take the worst case, means we have to calculate the maximum error. The maximum error will be present in the instrument when this value become negative, means this will become positive. So the maximum error is 2 del V over V plus del R over R, and this is either plus or maybe it will become minus. So del V over V is given, it is 6%, del R over R is given, it is 10%. So del V over V into 100 is given as 6%. So it means that del V over V is equal to 0.06. So we will write this as 2 into 0.06 plus del R over R is 0.10. Del R over R is 0.10. This value is plus minus 0.12 plus 0.10, del P over P will become del P over P will become 0.12 plus 0.10, 0.22, means del P over P into 100 will become 22%. So if the limiting error in the measurement of resistance is 10% and the limiting error in the measurement of voltage is 6%, then the limiting error in the measurement of power will be of 22%. Means if a voltage source is used, we are measuring the voltage with 6% error, and a resistance is connected with the 10% error, and if we are going to measure the power in that element, we will get an error of 22%. This is the example of power of a factor. Next example we will discuss in the next lecture. This is all for today. Thank you.